received. No reported traffic. Safe onward passenger.
Ahoy, shipmates! Celebrity Apex rather caught me on the hop there. I was busy setting up, and before I knew it, there she was, rushing across my screen. Oh, look at that sun glaring off of the windows there on Celebrity Apex. Oh, the outside microphone's working. I've got all sorts of problems today. Everything seems to be working. When I first turned the computer on, it didn't work. It didn't work. Now I need a whole lot of updates. And now I'm doing things like working. It should be working. So hopefully the microphone's working. Looks like it is. What's going on here? Very annoying to get some of these updates that completely changes everything. Let's try that. No, I can't tell. I can't tell anything at the moment. I can't hear anything. Bit at a loss. Well, anyway, slightly earlier than expected. I mean, probably a good 15 minutes earlier than expected. Celebrity Apex, she is departing. She's off on a 7-day round trip to the Norwegian fjords, calling it Nordfjord, Nordenfjorden, Flam, Garinger, and then Zeebrugge in Belgium. Oh, thank you, shipmate. Excellent blue spanner, rather. Andrew Monument says microphone is working. Thanks, shipmate. There's a few other things that don't seem to be working. I wonder if Netlycam's working. Oh, yeah, that's working. Okay. Not doing too badly. We have some semblance of functionality. I don't know what the weather's like. I would say it's rather warm out there. It feels rather warm, although the wind is a little bit nippy. Yeah, 18C. Visibility up to 34 nautical miles. Yeah, and 15 knots of wind. That's been a big complaint from a lot of people, I've noticed when I've been out and about.
PTS, Liberty Apex, Spearhead Boy outbound.
Apex, PTS.
So we've got 4 departures today, and I have no idea what the others are. Let me look at my list.
Celebrity Apex, PTS, understood. Pier head out, thank you. Red Kestrel, Northwest Nelly.
Have a look and see what else we've got departing today. 4 departures today. And Celebrity Apex is the first away. Then we have the MSC Virtuosa at 4 o'clock from 102 berths. So she's at the other end. So I have to keep my eyes peeled. Let's have a quick look. So basically, these 2 ships on this end are leaving at the same time. I came into the port of Southampton earlier, and yeah, you can see all the ships lined up. It looked very impressive. So I haven't heard anything on the radio either because I've been out and about. Couldn't hear me over the sirens. I hope I've turned the sirens off. Definitely got a few gremlins in the system somewhere. Oh, quite a few people up on the top deck there, enjoying a sunny sail away from the wonderful port of Southampton here. Apex. I haven't heard any numbers. I've only just had the radio on.
Solent Ships, Celebrity Apex.
Celebrity Apex, PTS.
I have figures if you're ready.
Oh, perfect timing.
Please.
Okay, passengers is 2307 and crew is 1322.
Celebrity Apex, PTS, copy, thank you.
Thank you. And VTS Celebrity Apex, I've spoken direct to the pilot on the tanker as number 5. We're going to press on and we'll pass her before she leaves the berth.
Oh, Steve, thank you.
Sounds like there's a tanker down at SO.
VTS, Southampton VTS, Ventura.
Oh, no, we've got Ventura on the radio. Well,
Ventura, VTS.
she's next.
VTS Ventura, good afternoon. That's 1 hour to our planned departure at 1700.
Ventura, VTS all received, thank you. Can confirm. Sailing time 1700. Pilot will board approximately 20 minutes before from the shore side.
VTS Ventura, many thanks. That's all confirmed for 1700. Pilot will board about 20 minutes before from the shore side. Thank you.
Right, there we go. So, Ventura,
Yes, we're champion.
ready to leave on time.
Champion, VTS.
BGS, we're champion, yeah, that's us all fast and alongside the Blue Star 22. Next customer for us is a Norwegian Prima in the morning. Should be away around about 06:30.
Champion, VTS received, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening and good watch.
Celebrity Apex departs.
Moon, VTS, afternoon.
Celebrity Apex departs with 2,307 passengers. Celebrity Apex has maximum double occupancy of about 3,000, so there's quite a bit of space. And 1,322 crew. And according to my information, that is the approximately the right amount of crew. So she's up on the crew numbers, but down on the passenger numbers a bit there. Last year we had Celebrity Apex. Last year we had Celebrity Apex taking the westernly channel around the Isle of Wight, which is very unusual, going past Needles. Great shots there. I was hoping she might do it today, but looking at my itinerary going to the fields, that's unlikely to be happening. She's off on a 7-day trip to the fields, calling in at Nordford Fjord. Guessing that's how that's that one. In Norway, Flam in Norway, Geringer in Norway, and then finally to Bruges in Belgium on the way back. That's more than one day there. Well, there should be Andy Nichols. Many thanks for your super chat. Much appreciated. Well, there should make News Go 100. Says, God, sounds quite low for Apex passenger. That's what I was thinking. Would be expecting a few more shipmates on board than that, really. I've noticed quite a few pleasure craft out in the water today. Really good conditions. There's a good strong breeze, ideal for yachts. It's nice and sunny. We'll be coming back with red faces this evening. Lovely colour of the water there. Really turquoisey this afternoon. There you go, see another yacht there coming up Southampton water. Well, the shipmate Andrew A's being rather impertinent there. He might find himself getting rather close to the brig at that rate. Asking the question, is there any way we could start a sweepstake up to see how long it takes the captain to remember his banner? Well, you're in luck today. I might remember more quickly, as you just reminded me. So it could be less than 10 minutes. Well, no, I think I've gone past less than 10 minutes. We'll just scrolling past here. You've got the refinery in the background, and then that is the stern of P&O's Iona. What a lovely day. The next away, apparently at 4 o'clock as well, is the MSC Virtuosa. she's from the other end of port. I haven't. Yep. Oh, yep. She's moving. Oh, I better move the camera around this way then. Oh, this is a busy day. They're all coming from the same side. Oh, yep. I see. Yeah, she's looks like she's reversing to the middle swing ground, I think. Or she's. Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything on the radio. Wonder where she's going. She's definitely moving. She's moved away from the dock. Oh, I think she's going to the upper swing ground. Oh, interesting. So, Queen Mary 2, though, is very partial to the upper swing ground. There's the slightly wonky stern of Celebrity Apex. And it causes quite a few shipmates displeasure seeing that. And there's Red Kestrel freight only coming in. And there is Virtuosa heading up. Pretty sure she's heading up to the upper swing ground. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So there's Virtuosa. She was moored just here, and we had Apex here. And that's Ventura. She's off at 5 o'clock. And then Iona, for some reason, has been moved to 6:30. She was due at 5:30. She must have had some problems.
VTS, Celebrity Apex, it's Western Shelf outwards.
Celebrity Apex VTS received, Western Shelf.
Do a bit of log into Netly, I think. There we go.
Yes, all copy, thank you.
Should help that. Yeah, of course, it's all so yeah, it's all changed again. So we've had Celebrity Apex departing early, and Iona's now 5:30. Oh gosh. There you go. There's MSC Virtuosa heading to the upper swing ground. MSC Virtuosa was rather in the news the last couple of weeks. She departed the other weekend, and within 2 hours of departing, somebody unfortunately was killed in the one of the gents on board for red. Apparently, it's a stag do gone wrong. I think it was a 62-year-old gentleman from West Sussex somewhere.
VTS, Red Kestrel, Dockhead, inbound.
Kestrel VTS, wide berth reduction, please, 49 berth.
All copy, many thanks.
Ooh, don't know what the wide berth reduction is for on 49 berth. Anyway, it looks like Virtuosa is going to be following Celebrity Apex. She's also on a 7-day round trip to Northern Europe, calling in at Hogsund in Norway, Maløy on Vågsøy Island in Norway, then Flam in Norway, and then Kristiansand in Norway. So not quite the same destinations, but certainly the same area of the world. Yeah, it's currently 18C at the moment. What's our visibility? 35 nautical miles. Pretty decent. It's been a bit hazy of late, but it's still a bit gusty on the wind front, and it does feel a bit parky out there. Well, the shipmate Rachel Benfield says, once we turn around, we'll be waving. Excellent. Yeah, I can't see you if you're all the way down there. Far too far away. The shipmate Biz says they're going to walk down to Cows and watch Iona surpass. She's going out at 5:30. No, actually, she's due out at 6:30 now, shipmate. So I don't suspect she'll be going past. Cows until probably about 7:30. I would have thought. Netty Cam's giving up the ghost. Well, his ship MC Sparks. Oh, he says they're down at Mayflower Park for the departures. 2-hour drive from Devon. this morning. Wonderful sunny day. It is wonderful sunny day. I don't know what it's like down in port. I don't know if it's a bit nippy down there. Or they're asking if the captain's going down to the Dancing Man afterwards. Oh, I don't know, actually. I was going to, but then this Iona departing at 6:30 might might be knocking that on the head. But then again, I might well be doing it anyway. In case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton. A mere 20 minutes into the broadcast, and I remember my banner. So whoever had 20 minutes on the sweepstake, you win. Red Kestrel, heard her on the radio edit. She's the freight only. Oh, looks like she's bringing back one little lorry to drop off. I suspect she's probably knocking off today.
BTS, right, 7.
BTS afternoon again. One back production, please, 49, Red Kestrel, translation, local outbound. Celebrity Apex, Western outbound, Chelsea, clear channel. Once she's passed the VLCC Saturn Moon on Esther number 5, we'll be lifting off with her.
That's all copy, thank you.
Oh, the shipmate 1, Dan and his boat, says, afternoon captain, any updates on the high ferry being back in operation? No, I haven't heard any any updates. I did read something, or someone was telling me that apparently they're going to do a bit more exploratory work on what needs to be done. A bit more investigation as to what work needs to be done at the pier before we can put the ferry back into service. So
Red 7, Red Kestrel.
So I think it's a long way. It's a long way off, I think.
Red Kestrel, Red Jet 7, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How would you like to pass us?
Yeah, we'll pass green to green, sorry.
Green to green. Thank you.
Thanks for your call.
Have a good afternoon.
Oh, the shipmate Sam the Streamer says they are. He says, hello, Captain. We're on Aurora.
BTS, Sea Green finished with a reduction and at 49 berth back to March. Thank you.
Sea Green BTS all received, thank you. MSC Virtuosa mid swinging, correction, upper swinging ground mid swing.
Thank you.
Shipmate Sam the Streamer says, hello, Captain. On Aurora, we dock in Gdynia tomorrow. Good weather so far on the cruise. Good to hear. There we go. Virtuosa's halfway through a swing, I think. Midway through a swing. No, not quite. Oh, someone's flying a kite. Fantastic. Well, the shipmate Carol Phillips, many thanks for your super sticker. Many thanks, shipmates. Many thanks for your kind donation. I shall go and deposit it probably at the Dancing Man later. So there's Virtuosa. She's turning around. It looks like a bit of a low tide, doesn't it? We've got quite a lot of exposed shoreside there. Oh, yes, it is. It's a fairly low tide, down to a metre. Lowest tide of the day. Bucket and spade weather down there. There's MSC Virtuosa at the upper swing ground, swinging around. She's 4 years old, built in 2021. Also, the sister ships with the MSC Grandiosa and the MSC Euribia. Good on the MSC Euribia. I found it very disappointing he couldn't get to the front of the ship on the MSC ships. The front of the ships is for the special members club, the upper tier of travellers. Unfortunately, I wasn't on the upper tier, so I wasn't allowed up the front of the ship. I find that's rather annoying. I've noticed now there's quite a few small sailing boats all on the... In fact, if I move the camera across, you'll be able to see. Move the camera across. All this, the Marchwood Sailing Club, all their moorings now are stacking up as everyone gets their boats out for the summer. Sea Green that was on the radio earlier. I thought she was unloading something from somewhere. Shipmate, his lordship makes a good point. He says, wonders if there'll be any honking with 2 P&O ships passing. That's a good point. I'd never even given it some consideration this evening. Yeah, because we have the P&O Iona Ocean Terminal 46 booth, but and she's due away at 6:30, but at 5 o'clock due away, because originally it was going to be both P&Os away at 5 o'clock, so that's why I probably hadn't thought of it. But now they've changed the timings. The Ventura is going to pass by the Iona from the upper swing, from the upper berths. So yes, shipmate's lordship, I think there's a good chance we might have some honking. See Virtuosa heading towards us shortly. Shipmate Andrew Dandy says, we need some honking. We certainly do. Well, Paul from Love Cruise has sent me over some pricing. Let's see if I can get this to work. It's been a bit problematic lately.
Maintain BTS receiving.
Oh yeah, it's going to work. In case you're wondering about some prices, so here's some sample prices on MSC Virtuosa. And it's a grand voyage from Southampton to Brazil. 19 nights on board. Deluxe inside from 1379. Hey, that's pretty decent. Gives me an idea. Where does that call in? Calls in Le Havre, then Gijon, La Coruna, Funchal in Madeira, Tenerife, then transatlantic. Then finally to Salvador Bahia in Brazil, Ilhus, Buzios, and then Rio de Janeiro, and then finally Santos. Now that's unusual, isn't it? I don't see that every day. Perhaps you prefer a Southampton to Southampton cruise. I know I'm pretty partial to those. Again, this one looks attractively priced. 14 nights. That's September this year from $11.99. And that calls in La Coruna, Cadiz, Malaga, Alicante, and then Palma de Mallorca, Barcelona, Valencia, and then Lisbon. 30th of Spain. I think that's probably a good time of year to go around Spain and Portugal. The weather shouldn't be too hot. Probably very attractive, I'd imagine.
BTS traffic information, Celebrity Apex, Catalan outbound. She will be cleared. Channel MSC Virtuosa, upper swinging ground, receiving outbound. And the LCC Saturn Moon due away shortly from SO number 5.
VTS MSC Virtuosa, Swan proceeding outbound.
MSC Virtuosa, stand to VTS, all received, thank you.
Here's the pricing on MSC Virtuosa. As you can see, she's heading towards us now. She's finished her swing. Oh, that Hoy there, shipmate Wayne Clark. Mate, thanks for your mood sticker, whatever that is. Much appreciated. I shall convert that into beer at the Dancing Man shortly. And here's a one-way to Brazil, Santos, Brazil. 19 nights on board from 1379. I'm very tempted by that. I wonder if I could do a vlog every day. 19 days of vlogging. Not sure I'd have the energy for that.
PTS ready, go shortly away from Rope here. I'm out for cows.
Ready, go VTS MSC Virtuosa passing 104 outbound. And the VLCC. That moon is off the mountain.
All copy, thanks. Yeah, I should be away and up to speed ahead of the Virtuosa.
It's obviously not quite sun enough. There are quite a few people having picnics in the park, but if you notice, they seem to be strategically placed behind hedges out of the way of the wind. I think it's a little touch windy down there. Looks like the police car's down there. I imagine do you think this the British police car equivalent of a donut is popping in for a Mr. Whippy? Well, the shipmate Andrew A says, did I finish my last blog? No, I haven't, shipmate. The reason I haven't finished it is because my voice hasn't been up to it. Every time I try recording it, it gets all croaky, so I've sort of given up on it for the moment, but it's feeling better. So when I find the time, which seems to be difficult these days, because I'm either out and about or live streaming, or then I'm out and about again. All working.
And to VTS information, you will be boarding your pilot 2000. 2000 at Foxtrot Pilot Boarding Station.
Yep, slide forward, Victor.
Oh, holy shipmate Alison Hedgecox says, afternoon captain, just subscribed to a channel, and at the moment I'm watching MSC leave on her travels. I'm on Iona, by the way, for a week in Norway. Yes, you are. Slightly delayed as well, although you will have a good view of MSC Virtuosa as she passes by. Right, so MSC Virtuosa, she's off to Norway as well, roughly the same destination as Celebrity Apex. Next away is P&O's Ventura at 5 o'clock. I've not heard anything. Oh no, I did hear on the radio that she's all good to go at 5. That's good. And then Iona's been delayed until 6:30. Oh, excellent. Very funny. Shipmate Paul Waterman says the plot must be picking up at 99, so the 999 are picking up at 99. Is that what you're saying? I'll make myself laugh, I suppose, at least. Oh, they're eligible dates. Oh, she says, hello from Ireland. Got my flag for next year. Oh, excellent, shipmate. Looking forward to that. I wonder if that will be an Irish flag, or perhaps it might be an obscure Irish county flag. Now, that really will be... I'll have no idea what an Irish county flag would look like. I don't know how many Irish counties there are. Looking very clean and tidy. We've got 4 ships departing today. There are 3 ships departing tomorrow. Then Monday, 12 ships. Monday the 12th, we've got 5 ships departing, and we've got some real good ones as well. Monday we've got the Costa Diadema, which I don't think we've seen before. Independence of the Seas, Queen Mary 2, Arcadia, and last but not least, Mein Schiff 3. We had some numbers for MSC Virtuosa. I thought she No, have we had any numbers? No, I don't think we have had numbers from MSC Virtuosa yet, have we? Let me scroll back and have a little look. No. Okay, no, we've had numbers for Apex, and she was a little light, I would say. Oh, well, this shipmate Andrew A. He's also given me a sticker. I didn't see that when I was away earlier. Thanks for that, shipmates. Much appreciated. Shipmate Lurking Not Working has a deep philosophical question. It says, is it a 69 if the flake is upside down? I'm not sure about that. I'll leave you in the comments section to sort that one out. There we go. Definitely MSC Virtuosa. I can read it on the side. Shipmate Stephen D. Roberts, also another shipmate, having a fleeting thought about going to the brig with a comment like that. He says, Captain, you're having problems with the English ones, let alone the Irish ones. That is true. I've not even looked at the Irish county flags. So, yes, I'd have... Well, I don't know. Could I? I don't know. Might have to do some revision. I know, outrageous preparation and all that. Let's have a quick look. Apex is down there. Look, there's a couple of yachts out there. It's just a bit breezy. See, there's a couple of white horses in the water. Visibility not too bad. We can see the Isle of Wight. It's not perfect, though. There is definitely a bit of haze in the air.
Meteor City traffic information, Celebrity Apex, approaching the southbound clear channel. The Saturn moon about to lift off from SO number 5. She will also be clear channel. MSC Virtuosa, Pierhead out, clear channel.
Oh, channel pods.
BTS, MSC Virtuosa, decide Pierhead boy outbound.
MSC Virtuosa, Pierhead, thank you.
Paul.
BTS, Sea Green, closes down at Marchwood. Thank you.
Sea Green, BTS, copy, thank you.
Our channel sponsor.
BTS, Iona.
Oh, I've never got the Iona. Maybe she should go. Maybe she should go earlier.
BTS, Iona. Good afternoon, ma'am. Just to confirm our departure time of 1830 today.
Oh no, still 18:30.
Oh no, BTS, yes sir, confirmed.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I was hoping Iona was going to call in with a more up-to-date departure time. Never mind, 18:30. No, as our channel sponsor Paul from Love Cruise says, there are some spaces left on our inaugural cruise.
Hello, Solent Ships. Hello, BTS will receive, thank you. And which way will you be proceeding this evening?
Well, there's shipmate Samuel Phillips says, do you stream for ships arriving? No, I don't actually. A couple of shipmates have asked me about this before. I have thought about it. Normally what happens is I'm either busy working, or what I like to do is I like to drone some of the ships coming in if they're slightly different. So no, it's not something I've really done before. I should think about it though, shouldn't I? I don't know if you can hear the outside microphone, but I'm pretty sure I can hear lots of riotous noise coming from MSC Virtuosa. Well, there's shipmate Seb Clark. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. I'm sure the sail-away party up there is rather loud. Let's hope why. Someone else. I see someone else saying they're having a flag. Shipmate Mike J. They're joining Arcadia Monday for 18 nights around the bed. Oh, that'd be good. Good time of year for that. Not too hot. Shipmate Alan Robiliard. Oh, that's right. Ready. Flag ready for Monday. Well, excellent stuff, shipmate. I can hear some sort of screeching going on. I'm assuming that's singing. Well, the shipmate Chris Welburn says, live from Ventura in my Hawaiian shirt, stood on deck 15 under the Ventura sign. Ship ahoy. Oh, excellent, shipmate. Well, look out for you there. You sound like you're a high visibility shipmate in the ideal location as well. Right underneath the ship sign. That's where it's a very good spot for me to find you.
Yes, all received, thank you.
As you can see, it's a little choppy out there on Southampton water. But I shall look forward to seeing shipmate Chris in his Hawaiian shirt.
KPX CTS all received, thank you. No reported traffic.
No traffic, thank you.
Well, the shipmate Ollie called. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. We are watching the MSC Virtuosa departing. The Celebrity Apex has already departed. She's heading down to Southampton water. Definitely can hear something. I can't think you're hearing the outside microphone. It's difficult for me to tell. It's not really coming up in my headphones very well. Well, the shipmate Alistair Adams says, where's the best place to stand on Iona? I'm on starboard this time. Starboard's great, shipmate. Unfortunately, I can't see starboard from any of the cameras. So you'll have to try and move to either the port side and stand up by the sign or do something else. No, not Cow's Cam. There we go. Behave yourself. That is MSC Virtuosa heading off following Celebrity Apex. They're both heading off to the fjords. As you can see, it's fairly windy out there. It's blowing the trees around. Lovely turquoisey water again. Well, the shipmate Hattens Olav from Norway. Ahoy, shipmate. We'll be sending you lots of British tourists. 2 shiploads of them at least. Could even be 3 shiploads of them today. I don't know where the Ventura's off to. Let's see if I can find out, shall we?
Just 6 CTS all received, thank you. Dock headed 1.24.
Yep, so just noticed that Apex is starting to make a turn around Cowshot Spit. Well, the shipmate Adrian Dickinson. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Just watching the MSC Virtuosa depart on her way to the field. She'll be following hot on the heels of Celebrity Apex all the way up the North Sea. You can see the stern of Iona there. No, Ventura, she's off to the sunnier climes of Spain and the like. Does look done sunny on the end of Southampton water there. Apex camera has stopped. Net the camera's experiencing some difficulties. Not sure why. But I'm having experience with quite a few of the cameras at the sailing clubs. Like a tug. Oh yes, there's a tanker, isn't there? There's a tanker departing at the same time. So I heard the Celebrity Apex say that she was going to shoot past before the tanker left. Shipmate Hans Olav from, I think he's from Bergen in Norway. Oh, he's asking which ports is MSC Virtuosa visiting. Aha, right, shipmate. I can give you that information. MSC Virtuosa, she's visiting. Don't shoot me for my bad pronunciation, being that you're Norwegian. Hogsund in Norway, Malloy on Volkswagen, Blam, and Kristiansand. There we go. Marks out of 10, please, Hans, for my pronunciation. Probably not very good.
VTS, MSC Virtuosa at the Western Shelf outbound.
MSC Virtuosa, Western Shelf, received, thank you. Traffic update, Southampton means underway now for Western number 4.
Thank you.
I wonder if we'll get some numbers now. There we go. This is on Crom Cruise Game. We can see one of the red funnel ferries there. We've got the ocean terminal with Iona berthed up. And then right at the very distance there is the Celebrity Apex. Next away in approximately 20 minutes' time is the P&O Ventura. And as one of our shipmates pointed out, there's a good chance we might get some honking because there's going to be two P&O ships passing each other. I hadn't thought about that because the original plan was the P&O ships were leaving at the same time, so they wouldn't pass each other. Well, shipmates asking about the wind chimes. They're not wind chimes, they're the halyards. That's the noise of the halyards hitting the masts on yachts. That's what that noise is, and you can hear it if you go to a marina. You can hear them chinking away. Shipmate Liam Robbins, can't wait for my Caribbean cruise in 2026. Is anyone in the chat going? Ooh, could be, shipmate, but what ship are you on in 2026? As you can see, it's a fairly low tide. Haven't had any passenger numbers yet on MSC Virtuosa. Had some passenger numbers for Celebrity Apex. She was almost, she wasn't particularly full. She had quite a bit of space on board. Thought it was unusual. Shipmate Hans. Oh, give me Shipmate Hans from Norway's give me 6 out of 10 for my pronunciation. Oh, thanks, shipmate. I'm glad to get over 5. Really. Just watching the red Kestrel. It looks like she's knocking off for the day. Just parking up over by Iona. Oh, shipmate Hans has given me some pronunciation of the town. The town is Malloy, not Malloy. If only I knew what all those different things, what all those different characters meant. But actually, on my schedule of ports, it is actually spelt the English way, Malloy. But yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that in Norwegian with a Norwegian accent. It's probably like Malay or something. I don't know. Cameras at Netley seem to be struggling. I'm struggling all round, although I do know that they're having a VE Day party down at Netley. I wonder if perhaps that's what's causing they're using the internet down there rather excessively, and it's not helping my camera. I'm wondering if that's the problem. Hi there, Rob Green. Hi there, MC Sparks says 102 days until Apex. Thanks to Paul at Love Cruise. Ah, happy customer. Shipmate Ollie Claus says, are the vessels running open loop scrubbers? That, shipmate, I have absolutely no idea. I know some of them do run scrubbers, because when they are running the scrubbers, which I assume they do all the time, it creates very yellowy smoke out the top. But apparently that's cleaner. But there has been some comment about it before, but I don't know if they're open loop or not. Open loop or coast loop? No idea. I'm not an expert on scrubbers. So what time are the ships tomorrow? Hopefully I can be more prepared for tomorrow. Oh yes, 3 tomorrow, 5 and 2 at 5:30. Oh, that's pretty good. Norwegian Prima, Avia and Queen Anne. Oh, it's very challenging conditions. It's the problem with the sun. It's blasting straight into the camera.
Just 7 BTS traffic information, Celebrity Apex, West Brambles out to the east. She's clear channel. Saturn, Moon, Hook outbound main channel to the east, clear channel, and MSC Virtuosa Northwest Netley.
Oh, etching cam's offline. It's probably not offline, it's just I haven't set the IP address has changed. I need to reconnect to it. All these things I do when I expect I have time and come home later than expected. And then also find that Celebrity Apex is nipped off before she's supposed to. Although I think that was due to the tanker departing at a similar time. Ah, shipmate Hans from Bergen. He says if he translates the name so directly into English, the name is Goal Island. Or Jail Island, perhaps. Goal Island? Oh. Shipmate Andrew hates asking what a scrubber is. Well, the scrubbers are on the chimneys of the cruise ships. They reduce I think it's nitrous oxide, NOx gases from the exhaust. They reduce the nasty chemicals and things, pollutants, gases, and lead to a cleaner exhaust, apparently. But what I've noticed before is that in that process, they end up making it look yellowy, and it makes it look worse. But apparently it's cleaner. Really struggling here with Netley Cam for some reason, because I think it's the VE celebrations. Don't know if any of you shipmates have been to VE celebrations this week. I've seen quite a few of them around the place, quite a few people with decorations up all over the place. Didn't manage to go to a street party. Well, the shipmate Jason Gray, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Andrew says, a bit like a DPF on a diesel car. Yeah, we're talking about the scrubbers on ships. Yes, I would think something similar. Something in that sort of vein. Different technology, but same principle of getting rid of nasty things.
Yes, all received. Thank you. Very
Shipmate Harry Fish says, how many horsepower do these beauties pack in? Well, I can give you that information. Quite a lot is my general answer. But more specifically, MSC Virtuosa, for example, that's what we're looking at now. She has 53,641 horsepower. Now, I suspect the BBC would probably convert that into mini units, wouldn't they? Number of minis. So that's probably, I don't know how many that would be. About 200,000 minis worth. Oh, well, there's shipmate Craig K. Says British voice-over artist. Oh, I see that's your name. I think British KK, British voice-over. Okay, well done, shipmate. Currently on Iona Deck 10. I'll be waving my red flag from my balcony. Oh, excellent. Oh, in fact, I can go over to the cruise cam now. I should have gone there before, shouldn't I? Better view on cruise cam. There we go. Well, the shipmate Rory.
VTS, Red Castrol, send the last couple of lines on 48, but shutting down. Thank you very much.
Red Castrol, VTS, all received. Thank you.
Well, the shipmate's... Oh, missed that one. Sorry. Oh, shipmate MV Arcadia has some interesting information about the scrubbers. Actually, they are now closed loop, avoiding sulfuric acid being discharged into the sea. Oh, there we go. Learn something new every day. Lots of knowledgeable shipmates on the channel. Shipmate Hans is coming up with some more information about the ports that MSC Virtuosa is visiting. Flam apparently is Norwegian for flood. And Flam is famous for its railway line. Ah, okay. I had no idea. Never having been to Flam. Just always reminds me of Flan. See the slightly low water down here in Netley. Oh. And
6 VTS. Traffic information, MSC Virtuosa, lane flake out, about will be clear channel. Saturn moons at the Blackjack outbound main channel to the east and she's clear channel 2.
BDS, that's received, thank you.
And just over on Cows Cam, we've got the Celebrity Apex passing Cows Cam. There she is. Again, it looks a bit windy over at Cowes as well. Good visibility to the mainland, the big island. When they pass Cowes here, they've picked up a bit of speed. And you can really notice it. You can see a lot more of the wake down the side of the ship. More propulsion out the stern. Typically they're doing sort of around 15 to 18 knots here. Whereas when they're heading down Southampton water, it's more like 12 knots.
Free BTS. Free BTS all received, thank you.
And rather interestingly, we can actually see the visibility is good enough. We can see Celebrity Apex all the way past Bramblebank on near the Isle of Wight from cruise cam here. That's the bow of Iona, just to the bottom right of the screen. That little, you can see a white mast in the mirrors in the middle of the screen. Well, towards the bottom of that, I don't know if you can make it out. That's the ship's bell all the way down there. Shipmate Pack Andrews asking what's the frame on the side of Apex? The frame on the side of Apex is a platform which goes up and down. It allows...
4, Southampton BTS.
It allows people on board to travel from the top of the ship down to the bottom ship if they're getting onto tenders. I believe it also turns into a restaurant and a bar area as well. But yes, it goes up and down. It's called the Flying Carpet, if one memory serves me correctly.
Challenger 4, Southampton BTS, that's all received. No reported traffic for the west, over.
Well, shipmate News Girl 100 has been investing in seasickness bands. I hear they're fairly effective for some people. Let's hope they're good for you. I hope the weather's not too bad as well.
Pure wave, Southampton BTS.
Well, there's shipmates Claire. Welcome aboard, shipmate. And thanks for subscribing.
Stand by.
Ready.
Well, there's shipmate Heart 2459. Welcome aboard, shipmate.
Southampton BTS, that's all received. Santa Moon, Cow Shot outbound.
Oh, shipmate Shepherd Book says, it's not the flying carpet, it's the magic carpet. Okay, right. At least I've got the carpet bit right. 50% correct. Not bad, not bad. Oh, see a couple of red jets and the MSC Virtuosa, and there's that tanker as well. Looks like she's just heading round Cowshot Spit. Very busy. Someone mentioned it yesterday, saying it's quite busy. Well, the shipmate Paul Waterby says, are those people waving at you, Captain? More than likely, shipmate. Well, actually, no. Not
Captain BTS all received. MSC Virtuosa, Cadland, outbound.
I suspect they're more accurately waving at someone they know who says, oh, I can see you on there.
Chura 106, GOA 1700.
There's the MSC Virtuosa passing the Fawley terminal there.
Dornbush, Southampton BTS.
Shipmate, his lordship says, does he want to know how you can stop?
09.
Stop YouTube adverts popping up when you're watching a live stream. Yeah, well, you can. If you pay for YouTube Premium, you no longer get any adverts. That's what I've been told.
Southampton BTS, the Ventura.
Ah, Ventura's ready. Good. Oh, she should be ready to go shortly.
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Good afternoon again. That's us on 106. In the station shortly. Should be good for getting away in the next 10 minutes. Outbound for functional. Madeira, that's 8.5. Can I have the numbers if you're ready?
Yes, please.
Ready.
Your passengers, 3049. Crew 1204. Total of 4253 plus 1.
For receipt.
Excellent. Numbers for Ventura already. She is about to go.
All clear away, Southampton VTS.
Next 10 minutes or so, we can really see the funnel there on Celebrity Apex. Looks like a big X.
Information for your anchorage west of nav anchorage number 11. Over.
Ventura, she has a maximum double occupancy of 3,078. So if she's double occupancy only, she's pretty much full. And I have it down here that she's a 1250 maximum crew.
You may select call before you drop anchor. Over.
And looks like she's somewhere near maximum crewage. And she is apparently ready to lift off and on the move in 10 minutes or so. She's actually pointing this way, so she won't be spinning at the upper swing ground. She'll just be heading straight out. Well, the shipmate Andrew A says YouTube Premium, one of the best things I've ever paid for. There we go. Glowing recommendation there. Shipmate Paul Waterman says, when am I putting my video up of one in Pompey? When I get time. Since I've recorded it, I have just not been at home.
Marlow, Southampton VTS still received.
I've not been at home for any longer than to make a live stream, then I'm back out again. So hopefully the next day or two. It was good to see it though. Brand new ship arriving in Portsmouth. I think it's going to be fitted out with some avionics. Marine Marinionics. Shipmate Hans says, it's Iona also departing for Norway. Yes, she's on the way to Norway. Where is Iona? Let's have a look at exactly what Iona's doing. Iona is Norway bound for the summer season. On a 7-day round trip to the fields, calling in at Stavanger, Olsen, Alden, and then Hogsand before returning to the wonderful port of Southampton. Well, the shipmate Crafts by Vibhavi. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Riley 1962. He's giving me correcting my information from earlier. I did wonder about this. I read it somewhere and it wasn't particularly clear, but he's suggesting that the Magic Carpet is a restaurant bar when it's at the top level, and then when it's down at the bottom, it's just a platform for tendering, but it doesn't carry people down. Thank you for that, shipmate. Very good information there.
Venture 7, Southampton VTS. Yes, you may proceed as safe to do so. No reported traffic. Over.
Shipmate Ollie Calls is asking how many scrubbers do they have on board. I have no idea, shipmate. They don't really talk about it much whenever I've looked. Shipmate J Little says, what is the square hole thing on the side of MSC ship? Square hole thing on the side of the MSC ship? I don't know. I think you're referring to a black windows for the central sort of atrium area. I think that's what it is. Shipmate Andrew A is asking where the captain gets his information for the ship movements. I consult VTS website. It is an excellent repository of information, all to do with the Port of Southampton. I shall pop a link up now, and then you can see what I mean. No, that's not working. The great thing about using this is it's updated all the time. It's normally, I would say 99% of the time accurate. Shipmate Oscar says we'll be getting a hosepipe ban soon. I don't know. It depends where you are in the country, I suppose. Shipmate Elizabeth Leaphorn also commenting on the Flam Railway, saying it's a great excursion. Shipmate Hans from Norway also mentioned the railway in Flam. It sounds like the railway in Flam is something to do if you're going around that way. Having a little look at the map, and it looks like Ventura is still in the same spot, but she said about 10 minutes, so probably the next 5 minutes or so she'll be departing. And I can see that MSC Virtuosa is reappearing on cruise cam. It would be very pleasant if that crane moved. It would give me a slightly better view. Look at all the little...
Virtuosa, good afternoon.
All those little pleasure craft whizzing around there. Well, shipmate Lynn Benson, many thanks for your super chat. She says she's on Queen Anne tomorrow.
No, that sounds great, but thanks for the call.
Well, we should look out for you. 5 ships on Monday and 3 ships on Sunday. Shipmate Bernard said, yes, I think you're talking about the Black Square on MSC Virtuosa. It's a 2-story bar with a podium. Very nice in the evening. A big band is playing there. There we go. That's what I do like so much about the chat on this channel. Somebody always knows the answer. I was trying to think what it was from when I went on MSC Ribia, but it might not be exactly the same. Shipmate Bernard says that's the Carousel Lounge. I thought the Carousel Lounge was at the stern on... Well, it wasn't MSC Ribia, I thought. Let's have a look. I'll whiz through the deck plans. Yeah, Well, this shipmate Jean Fletcher, they are on Arvia tomorrow. Excellent shipmate. We'll make sure you give us a wave. Well, my website's going really slowly here. Yes, the Carousel Lounge is on the stern. So that's, I think it's that black bar you can see across the stern towards the bottom. That's the Carousel Lounge, I think. Certainly at the stern, anyway. Oh, I'm just noticing on cruise cam, you can actually see the ferry there from Portsmouth to Fishbourne. I think that's the hybrid one. Right in the background there. A little bit hazy. Well, the shipmate Pauline Lincoln says, found this live chat yesterday and have subscribed. Well, he thanks shipmate. Oh, there, Brooke Nelson Housel. Welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Shipmates Pauline Lincoln says it's great to occasionally go down to Victoria Country Park and watch the ships leave, but we get a much better view here. Well, thank you for that, shipmate. I would tend to agree with you. Technology allowing, it's generally, I think, is a much better view. Sometimes it's not so good if the technology is not playing along. Shipmate Elizabeth Leeborn says, Pauline, this channel is addictive. Oh, thanks, shipmates. I know what you mean. I do enjoy it myself. Oh, it's good to watch all the films come and go. Ships come and go. Not film. Talking about. Shipmate Loza 747 said no one answered my question about the bell. Oh, sorry, shipmate. Sometimes I don't always keep my eye on the chat, so sometimes it whizzes past. So, what was your question about the bell? And I'll see if we can, if I don't know, see if someone else can find out. I suspect you were asking if the bell on the front of the Iona was a new bell or a bell from another ship. I suspect you're asking, and and actually I don't know. Is the answer to your question, if that's your question?
VTS, the Ventura.
Ah, Ventura. Maybe she's on the move now.
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, afternoon again. That's us just letting go now. Coming off shortly.
All received, Red Falcon, Lanes Lake inbound. Over.
Shipmate OC Aviation says, which is the best place to ship spot in Southampton? Well, it sort of depends. There are.
Yes, MSC Virtuosa, Hookboy out main channel to east.
MSC Virtuosa, BTS, that's all received.
It sort of depends. There are two, I would say there are two good spots. The end of Town Quay Pier is excellent. You can see Ocean
MSC
Terminal.
Virtuosa, Southampton VTS.
BTS, Virtuosa.
Are your figures available? Over.
Yeah. Give us the figures while I can still hear you on the radio.
Yeah, BTS, Virtuosa, guest 4789, crew 1675 +1.
Excellent figures from MSC Virtuosa at last. And I'm quite impressed the radio's picking up today. Yesterday we couldn't pick up Arcadia and she was visibly in line with the antenna, but this afternoon we've got some excellent reception for some reason. Such is the wonderful wee weird world of radio. Anyway, so she has 4,789 passengers, 1,675 crew. She has a maximum double occupancy of 4,810. So I'd say she's pretty much a full double occupancy ship. And with 1,675 crew, according to my numbers, she's a little light, 25 to 30 or so light on the crew, but that's a very full ship. Shipmate Lotta Semple says, ask about, do all ships have a bell and what are they for? Yes, all ships have a ship's bell. Well, back in the day, it was like a tannoy system. The ship's bell would be somewhere on the ship and you'd ring it and all the ship's mates on board, all the crew would come up and work out what was going on, what the problem was, or they would be assembled for mess. So a basic messaging system. I think they probably used it for dining as well and eating when the ship's mess, but I'm not sure about that. It's turned into a bit of a tradition over the years. Well, the shipmate Slim Jim says, with the numbers, what's the +1? The pilot. Correct, shipmate. Yes, the +1 is the pilot. Sometimes, as I like to jokingly say, it's the girlfriend, the captain's girlfriend. She's the +1. No, it's the pilot. Shipmate Peter Massey's on Iona next week. Shipmate Jeff Brooks, is Queen Anne's going to Norway tomorrow? I don't know, actually. Are you telling me or asking me? Shipmate Robin says flam cooked crisps. Well, the shipmate Stimson says enjoying the stream. Thanks. No, thank you, shipmates. Jean Fletcher will be on the top deck or at the front port side of deck 11. I think shipmate Jean is on. I think she's on the E&O Ventura. Yeah, so some good numbers there. Yeah, it's surprising that Celebrity Apex was quite a bit lower numbers-wise. Definitely space for another 1,000 or so passengers, whereas these other ships here are quite busy. Shipmate MC Spark says, haulage from Ventura. Good question. Good question. I'm hoping so. We haven't had much haulage tonight, so yes, I'm hoping there'll be some haulage from Ventura. Shipmate JLF also thinks that the bell was also used in low vis light fog. Yes, I think you're probably right. I've forgotten about that usage. Shipmate Andrew Ray was saying, we went to Norway in 2023. Had the best week of weather we ever had on a cruise before, after we were both delayed due to bad weather. Not sure we'll ever beat it. Oh, well, it's good to hear, though. You never know. You might find another good cruise somewhere else. Shipmate Carl says, are all the cruise ships piloted out of port? Yes, they are. They are all piloted out of port. They're all piloted into port as well. And just see that the MSC Virtuosa has started her turn here at the end of Southampton water. Keeping my eyes on Ventura. Oh yes, she's definitely moved away. Yep, she is on the move. Well, that'd be pretty good timing then. So just as we say goodbye to MSC Virtuosa, we'll be saying hello to P&O Ventura.
Southampton VTS, good afternoon. Passing northwest now, continuous speed.
Red Falcon, Southampton VTS, yes, you may proceed as safe to do so. Ventura away now, 106 berth outbound.
Ventura away from 106 outbound. All copy, sir, many thanks.
Oh, hey shipmate. Nathan Belmont says, can't wait to be Iona in a couple of weeks. With my lovely partner, we shall be waving our flag, and you'll have to guess where we're from. Oh, do like a challenge, shipmate. Looking forward to that.
JPEG, Southampton VTS, that's all received. St. Barnabas and Helen's in, and AI Avocet working by Bravo, over.
Excellent. Looking forward to a bit of a challenge there. I might have to revise a little bit of my flags. It's been a while. I've gotten a bit rusty, I think. Oh, hi there, shipmate Sam Fox. Welcome aboard, shipmate mate. Thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Grab make yourself. Oh, excuse me. Get my words twisted out. I said, make your way down to the galley. Grab yourself a mug of grog. Shipmate Shepherdbook also concerned if there will be haulage or not when the two P&O ships pass. I'm hoping so. Just getting Ventura coming on our screens just as we're seeing the last of MSC Ventura go past. You can see it's still quite windy. There they are. P&O flag there, blowing in the breeze. So far we've had numbers for all three ships.
Southampton VTS, all received. Saturn Marine, Prince Consort Boy, outbound.
So that's good. Sometimes we don't get the numbers, or they give us the numbers and they're a little bit too far down the water for us to hear it on the radio.
VTS Red Jet 7 departing Southampton down for coast.
Red Jet 7 VTS all received, may proceed. Ventura 105 outbound. Red Falcon dock head in.
All copied.
Just going to save that there. There we go. Right, I think we're going to have to say goodbye for the moment to MSC Virtuosa and hello to P&O Ventura. I was going to say Arcadia. Arcadia was yesterday, wasn't it? There she is. Get you some prices on Ventura. Oh, how'd you fancy this then? Fed up with carol singers knocking on your door, adverts for buying a sofa on Boxing Day? Well, why not take a Christmas break on P&O's Ventura? Christmas in Portugal and the Canary Islands, departing 17th of December for 12 nights, starting from $13.49 per person inside. And that's cool. That's 3 days at sea, then calling in at Madeira, probably in Funchal, I suspect. Then Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, then Lisbon, and then all the way back to Southampton, a couple of days at sea. Well, I'm just having a quick look. Well, it's shipmate Anne-Marie. Thanks for subscribing, shipmates. Just have a quick look on Cruise Cam, and looks to me like there's a whole number of shipmates there making use of the sun lounges. Perhaps you fancy a similar cruise at Christmas time, but on Aurora. This is a 10-night trip, 19th of December for $1,199. And that calls in at Copenhagen. Overnights in Copenhagen as well. Overnights in Oslo. Lots of great destinations in this one. Christmas Day at sea. Oh, I'm not sure how Santa's going to find you for your Christmas Day at sea. Well, I'm sure he's got the navigational ability to locate a ship at sea. Then Rotterdam overnight as well. Then finally back to Port Southampton. That's great. That's 3 overnights. That's a really good little cruise. I'm really into the overnights. That's something I'd like to do more of, I think. We have we got numbers for Ventura? But no. No, we haven't got the numbers. Oh no, we have got numbers for Ventura, haven't we? Yes, Ventura departs with 3,049 passengers, 1,204 crew. Ventura has a maximum passenger capacity of 3,078, so she's pretty much full of passengers and a full complement of crew.
Marlow, Southampton VTS, all received.
And Ventura is off to Spain for a 14-night round trip. Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands. Probably a great time of year to go. It should be nice and sunny and warm down there, but not too hot. You know, you don't want to be too hot when you're down there, do you? Having a quick look at the forecast for the weather down that neck of the woods in the Canary Islands, and yes, actually it's low 20s, sunny, cloudy. It's actually probably rather decent. So she's calling in at Feng Shao in Madeira, then Santa Cruz La Palma in the Canary Islands, then Santa Cruz La Tenerife in the Canary Islands, then Las Palmas Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, and then Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, then Cadiz in Spain, quick stop into Lisbon in Portugal, and then back home to the port of Southampton.
NACC Indian, Southampton VTS.
Well, the shipmates, Alan Harris says, Green captain on board Independence on Monday with the wife, Tony and Billy the kid. All right. Well, I should be covering that one. It's the first time that we see Independence of the Seas in port this year. Ship books asking what's the speed limit. 6 knots. 6 knots all in the port once you pass Dockhead. Or if you're going past Dockhead the other way, no speed limit. Well, the shipmate, All Things Aviation, says my grandparents are on Iona, just waiting for departure. Yeah, it's been delayed. She was due away at 5. She's been delayed until 6:30. Shipmate Andrew Brown's on Iona, deck 16, waiting for the sailing. Flag out the ready. Watch this space. Okay, looking out. I might have a sneaky look around the decks in a minute. There's a very distinctive bow there of Ventura. And I can't remember now because I should write these things down, but I think you can get right the way to the front of the ship. There's a sort of a little ledge, little area you can get to. I think you can get right to the very front. There we go. Yeah, I can see some shipmates there. But I think on one of the ships, someone said to me it was crew only area. I'm not sure if it's true on this one, but there's definitely somebody right at the front, isn't there? Perhaps they are just crew. Well, the shipmate Peter Warner says just 24 hours. They'll be sailing away on Avia. Are you off tomorrow then? Shipmate Alan Harris says the weather in Tenerife is rubbish. 9 degrees. Oh, I've just checked the weather in Lanzarote and it's quite nice. Don't know where you got your weather from. Got mine from the Met Office. Well, the shipmate Lee Jeffrey says, can't wait. First ever cruise on Ventura in August. Hoping for a lovely time with my dad, husband and kids. Ooh, well, enjoy your first one, shipmate. I wonder where you're off to. I think we might have some shipmates up by the name, so I shall get ready to zoom in. In fact, let's be a little preemptive, shall we? Who's on the board? Who's on the top of the ship? Definitely a few shipmates up on them. I'm a little bit challenging conditions for me here because the sun is coming right in the lens of the camera. There's a few shipmates there. I'll check back in a second when you're in a
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Better position. Why can't I hear Ventura on the radio? You're right next to my antenna.
Ventura VTS, or received bullet traffic.
VTS, White Storm.
White Storm, Southampton VTS.
Doing a record now after the departure of coral methane.
Ah, the coral methane. Ah, okay. Let me have a look. That might answer a question as to why Iona's been late departure. Yes, coral methane is still connected. Coral methane is the bunkering vessel, the LNG or LPG? It's LNG, I think. Liquefied natural gas bunkering vessel for the Iona and the Avia. She's still connected. So that's why Iona's been delayed. No fault of her own. They just haven't finished filling her up. Won't be paying that fuel bill. Oh, shipmate Mike J says, on this cruise last year, you could get to the bow of Ventura. Ah, excellent. Yeah, there was one of the other ships, and someone said that they'd closed the area off and made it for crew only. I don't remember which ship that was. I think they're always changing their policies all the time, aren't they? Shipmate Pack Andrews asking if that's the Plimsoll line at the bottom. Yes, it is. That's the red line you can see. I think that's the Plimsoll line. Yes, along the bottom there. It's so that you know if the vessel's overly laden. If there is too much on board the ship, then you won't be able to see the Plimsoll line, and therefore you know to take something off, otherwise it might sink. Right, let's see if we can see these shipmates up by the Ventura side. Quite a few of them up there, I think. Oh, yeah, there is, yeah. A whole load of them up there. Don't see any flags, though. There's some waving, though. I could definitely see some waving. That's good. And there's the rather unusual stern of Ventura. It leans back. Shipmate Andrew, it's always the clamshell, that's right. He thinks it's crew only in bad weather. Maybe that was it then. Maybe that's where the confusion comes from. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes, it was the Hawaiian shirt. That's right, Shepherd Book. Where's that Hawaiian shirt gone then? Although it's difficult to tell. Could be an Hawaiian shirt. The light is not the best. And shipmate Stephen D. Roberts thinks it's Azora that you can't get to the front of. Yeah, okay. I knew there was something. Had a bit of a honk then from Ventura. No reciprocal honk from Iona. Well, that's disappointing.
MSC Virtuosa, Southampton BTS.
I thought we would have had something from Iona, and she's just sat there doing nothing. Maybe would have made the bunkering vessel or methane jump.
MSC Virtuosa, Southampton BTS, next boarding at the NAB, the LCC Aston Spirit, 1930 Alpha.
Yep, no response from Iona. A few people there at the stern of Ventura, up at the top. Well, the shipmate Alan Copeland says, watching on the Independence of the Seas, just leaving Vigo, bound for Southampton after transatlantic. Oh, transatlantic. Oh, you're on the Independence of the Seas. Yes, the Independence of the Seas is in on Monday. Oh, we'll see your ship in Monday, shipmate. Shipmate, the Pack Andrews asked what the function of the flag is in the front of the ship. That's the P&O house flag. That's their own house flag, so fairly simple. Yeah, you can see it's still quite breezy there, trees blowing around. Lots of shipmates up on deck. I think if you find yourself a fairly sheltered spot with this decently strong sun out there, it's probably actually not too bad. It's just getting to the dock head now. Oh yeah, itchy cam's broken. Oh, I'm not doing very well, am I? Got a whole load of broken cameras to fix. And there is Ventura heading off to the Canary Islands. You should make Elizabeth Leeborn not impressed with a failure to respond from Iona's horns. Yes, I agree. Perfect opportunity to blow the horn. And no opportunity taken. Very poor show from Iona. Ventura's off on a 14-day round trip to Spain, Portugal and the Canary Islands. Calling it Funchal in Madeira. Santa Cruz La Palma in the Canary Islands. Santa Cruz de Tenerife in the Canary Islands. La Palmas in Gran Canaria. Then Lanzarote in the Canary Islands. And then finally, the last stop in Spain is Cadiz, back on the mainland there. Then calling in at Lisbon in Portugal before coming home to the wonderful port of Southampton. Sure, the shipmate Chris asks, what are those golf balls on top of the ship? They are for communications. Inside there will be gimbaled satellite dishes tracking the satellites for communications, for internet, phones and all that sort of lovely technology that we need to have these days. We're just getting the last of Ventura slip past the stern of Iona there. Switch back to Netley cam. Then hopefully we'll get a view in between. Yeah, there we go.
Ventura, Southampton BTS. Ventura, Southampton BTS, all received.
Next away is the Iona at 6:30. Tomorrow we've got the Norwegian Prima at 5, the Avia at 5:30, and the Queen Anne at 5:30. And Monday, going to be quite an exciting day. We've got a 5-ship Monday, which is pretty usual. You can tell it's getting busy. May really is when it all kicks off for the cruise ships. It does get really busy. So on Monday we have a couple of ships, which, well, certainly one ship I've never seen before, and as far as I can tell, no one hasn't been to the port of Southampton before, and that's the Costa Diadema. She departs at 6. We also have the Independence of the Seas, Queen Mary 2, Arcadia, and Mein Schiff 3. Right, I'm just going to pop to the galley for a bit. I could do with a little drink. Shipmate Terry thinks we only had a Costa ship in once during the cruise, during the COVID lockdown. I can't remember which one that was, if we did. I was rather keeping an eye on it. I don't remember. Don't remember seeing any Costa ships. Anyway, must go to the galley, get myself a glass of water. better. Very bright with that sun, isn't it? Looking straight into the sun with that camera. Rather unfortunate.
T Apex, Southampton BTS.
Oh, shipmate Terry thinks there was a cost one. Yeah, I don't know. I had read in the local press that local press said that this was...
Altera Wave, about 5 miles south of the tower, but she's westbound for the anchorages, over.
Read in the local press that they said that this was the first visit for the Costa Diadema. Much as I don't trust the local Daily Echo, I think it probably is, but I was trying to work out how to verify that.
Wave, Southampton BTS.
I don't know how I'd verify where a ship has been. Yeah, I don't know if there's a website I can go to and you can find out where a ship's been in its life, which port it's been to. Don't know. I was trying to think out how to do that. I mean, I'm sure the cruise line itself knows. And maybe they make an announcement along those lines. Now we have the Piano Ventura.
Wave, Southampton BTS, the Aston Spirit. She's boarding at 1930, 1930. So she'll probably be heaving up about 1830, over.
She's going behind Iona there.
Yes, as long as you keep clear of the pilot boarding stations, you can reduce and head over, and then, yes.
Just our group cruise on the Sky Princess, 14th of October this year. 5 nights to Hamburg. That's an overnight in Hamburg as well.
Yes.
Shipmates Stephen D. Roberts there says, you're not the only one that does not trust the local Echo. Yes, the local Echo is Daily Echo is the local paper here in the Port of Southampton. And probably one of the best features of the Daily Echo is reading the comments section. Normally the headlines are full of spelling mistakes, grammatical errors. And so when you read the comments section, normally the second or third comment is something about the ghastly spelling or poor journalism in the articles. Well, it was entertaining to read the comments section. I think the comments section is far more entertaining than the actual paper itself.
Jet 6, yes, may proceed if safe to do so.
Thank you.
Ventura passing the Fawley refinery in the background there.
Methane, Southampton BTS.
Oh, coral methane. Is she on the move? Is she?
Coral methane, BTS, that's all received. Your pilot's underway now. In our launch, they're with you approximately 5 minutes' time. Over.
Okay, so they're ready to go. Yeah, the coral methane has been bunkering the P&O's Iona, and I suspect once the coral methane's gone, Iona will be ready to go. Shipmate 1 down his boat says, do we know how many pilots there are on duty at any one time? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't actually know any numbers, but there must be quite a few. Got to have at least, well, I think there's probably, because don't forget, not only you've got the cruise ships, you've also got the container ships, and you've also got the tankers coming in as well. So I'm thinking that you've probably got up to like 20 pilots potentially in ready to go. Shipmate Andrew Hayes asking, what's the purpose of the ships reporting crew and passenger numbers, please? I think it's primarily so that when there is a tragedy and the ship goes missing and then people get rescued, they can know how many people they should be looking for. Somebody other than someone on the ship has the records of how many people are on the ship. Oh, shipmate on, of course, there you go. He says it's a SOLAS requirement. There we go, yeah. Because how do you know who's on board? Is that crane moving? No, it's just blowing in the wind. I don't think I've ever seen that crane move. Supposedly there's a small vessel dropping the pilot off at the coral methane. Then they'll take that vessel out, probably just in time for a 5:30 departure. Oh, in fact, here we go. I think this is our pilot coming in now. Yep, here he comes. Here comes the pilot. Looks like he's on the Pathfinder. That's one of the harbour patrol vessels. Yeah, there you go. They're coming to drop the pilot off at coral methane. They'll then take coral methane out.
White Storm, SP.
I suspect he'll drop
Yeah,
them.
SP White Storm.
Can I just nip in and put a pile on?
Yeah, we got the way.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, White Storm's there as well. So, yeah. One of the little tugs. Just going to pop in there. And I suspect he'll probably come straight back out and tell those 2 jet skis there to slow down. So, yeah, so there's that. So, there's SP Pathfinder. He's just coming in. And he was just talking to Tug White Storm there next to the coral methane. He's going to drop the pilot off, ready to get coral methane underway. There's a speed limit here in the area of port of 6 knots. And if you ask me, that looks a great deal faster than 6 knots to me. Well, actually, no, they may have slowed down a bit. They were definitely going faster a second ago. They probably caught Harbour Patrol vessel in the corner of their eyes and decided they should slow down. Still looks a bit fast, though. Shipmate Andrew is asking, is it only ships over a certain size requiring a pilot? Yes, it is. I think, if memory serves me correctly, it's 68 metres or something like that, but I'm sure someone can correct me in the chats. Well, the shipmate, someone's asking about what's called the shipmate Tulicon. Any delays on departures? Yes, we're waiting for Iona. She should have departed at 5, but she's now departing at 6:30, and I think it's because she's been bunkering, been topping her up with fuel, and she's still here in port. I'll show that shipmate Stephen D. Roberts says the Costa Mediterranean's been into Southampton several times. Oh, okay. I can't say I've ever seen a Costa ship in port. I'm sure there have been, but can't say I've seen one. And I don't think we've had one on the channel either. But yeah, we've only been going a few years, so there's a good chance there will have been. But I'm pretty sure Costa Diadema is new for the channel. New for the port of Southampton as well. I wonder if we'll have a water sloop when she arrives. Some ports are very good with water sloops. Other ports seem a bit stingier.
Yes, obviously, thank you. Traffic information, Ventura, Catalan outbound, clear channel, NACC, Indian. Pierhead outbound. Post time to reach here. Info, Southampton VTS. Post Southampton VTS, pilotage channel 09.
Shipmates was asking about the bunkerage capacity of Iona. I can't see where it is. Where's that gone? Oh, yeah, shipmate Ollie Cause asking about the bunkering capacity of the ship.
Yes, NACC Indian pier head out.
Indian VTS, Steve, thank you, pier head out.
I don't know what the bunkering capacity is. I do know, though, however, when I was Iona, when it's bunkering, you have to, you're not allowed outside. You've got to be inside, keep your doors closed. No smoking outside, which makes sense, doesn't it? But what they did say was, I believe it was something like there's enough, if they fill up with liquid natural gas, there's enough capacity to allow them.
Southampton VDS, Witstar, over.
There's enough capacity to allow them to go to the fields and back. I think it was at least twice. So they do have a lot of fuel capacity on board. It's not. They certainly have very large tanks.
Bound to Plymouth via the Western Solent. Maximum draft is 5.6. I have 11 persons on board and PEC 1210, over.
Witstar VTS, all received, thank you. What's the watch points with the Iona leaving 1830 from the ocean dock? Over.
Roger, Mama. The Iona's leaving 18:30. Is that? I will follow her out if that's okay then, Mom.
Okay, thank you. MSC Virtuosa. Yeah. MSC Virtuosa, yes, copy, thank you. Port out.
VTS lady just sort of stopped mid-flow. Oh, she's back in.
MSC Virtuosa VTS apologies, 19:30 next boarding at the Nav Tower with the Aston Spirit from Nav Anchorage. Number 9.
I remember also when
3 callers quarrelling at the same time. Break. Coral meet.
When I took the Norwegian Aqua to the across transatlantic on a maiden voyage a couple of weeks ago, probably a month ago now. We were supposed to be going from Southampton to Boston for 7 days, and we ended up going from Southampton to New York via a slightly longer way, going via the Azores. And we had an excellent discussion. A captain's talk, technical officer's talk, and they were telling us all about the ship and various different things. And someone said, "Oh, did we have enough fuel to get to New York?" Which sort of amused me that they would sort of decide to leave without enough fuel. But the captain there said yes, they had enough fuel on board to go to from Southampton to New York, back to Southampton, back to New York, and then about halfway across the Atlantic on the way back. So yeah, they have got an exceedingly large amount of capacity on board. But I suppose that's good planning, isn't it? You want to make sure you don't run out. It's the last thing you do with loads of passengers on board, because as soon as you run out of fuel, you lose all of your electricity, water, absolutely everything. So yeah, it's a very vital source of energy on board.
Yes, sir, thank you.
As you can see, it looks like people are having a jolly sunny time up on Iona there.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon, Prisoner Park, roll pin, current speed, please.
Red Falcon VTS received, thank you. Traffic information, NACC Indian Pacific Ocean dock outward bound. Going to stations now, call meet in the ocean dock, also proceeding outbound.
So copy, thank you.
Oh, shit, wait, it's Andrew.
Right, Tom.
Ship Andrew's asked, oh dear, voice has gone again. Ship Andrew's asking about where the pilot's board from and embark. Well, I can show you on the map here, actually. Out near the Nav Anchorage. And in fact, I was hoping there was one about to, but there isn't. So here we are. We're up here in the port of Southampton, and this is Southampton water.
Noon VTS evening.
And all the ships will...
Traffic information, boarding 19:30 from the Nav Anchorage, number 90, Aston Spirit.
The ships will come down Southampton water, round Bramble Bank, along here, and then this is the Nav Anchorage area, all around here, and that's there you go, there's a pilot vessel there. So they'll board anywhere around here, depending on what's going on. So this is mainly these are oil ships, and occasionally some cargo ships, but the pilots come out of Southampton and they board anywhere around here.
MSC Virtuosa VTS received, thank you. Traffic information, AI Alpha Network in Southeast America. Aston Spirit, Sam to VTS.
Shipmate, they're asking if we had numbers for...
Spirit, VTS, yes sir, heave your anchor. Call VTS after you have heaved your anchor and I'll update you on the traffic.
Did Ventura report figures? Yes, I think she did. Let's see if I can find them. I think she was actually quite on.
Nothing Spirit, VTS, copy, thank you.
Yes, she did, but unfortunately they've gone off the top of the chat, so unfortunately I can't remember what they were. I should write them down, shouldn't I?
BTS, switch 6 to Town Quay.
If I remember correctly, she was quite full. Well, the shipmate Captain Charlie says there an estimated arrival time for Avia.
6, VTS traffic information, NACC, Indian. Dockhead, outbound, the Ventura is approaching the hook, outbound clear.
Oh, thanks so much. And can I trouble you for a docker tie gauge, please?
Tidal gauge, 2.22 on the floor.
222, thanks so much. In that case, I'll be astern of the Falcon outside the Reds.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Avia is due back in. Shipmate's asking about... shipmate Captain Charlie's asking about an arrival time for Avia. She's due in at 5:30 in the morning. So she'll be coming up Southampton water, probably about 4:30 in the morning. Shipmate Tony Cullen says, regarding Iona, doesn't she switch from diesel to LNG depending on the mission? I don't know, shipmate. As far as I knew, she was just LNG powered, but you may know more than I do. There's that little ship, the NACC Indian. Interesting looking vessel. I think he's a,
Area wave, Southampton, VTS.
he's a hopper dredger. Looks at that. Look.
Now back bridge number 9.
Oh no, she's a cement carrier. I don't think I've seen a cement carrier before. It's slightly different. Oh, it's going off behind.
Ulterior wave, Southampton, VTS, receive, thank you.
Oh, shipmates. Mark Page.
Yes, NACC Indian Western Shelf out.
NACC Indian Western Shelf, thank you.
Shipmate Mark Page says Iona has both LNG and diesel tanks, equal size, hence why Iona is able to go to the Caribbean. I don't know why that would stop her going to the Caribbean.
Look out, thank you. Traffic information, Red Eagles at the South Brambles, blue light on board. And obviously next boarding at the nav tower, Aston Spirit now boarding 1915, 4 miles south of the nav.
Blue light on board. You see the red funnel there being raced by the red jet. Shipmate Pack Andrews asking, when we hear horns, is that more fun element or is it law? Well, it's actually navigational good manners. 3, the horns, depending on the message, how many times you beep your horn, honk your horn, depends on the message you're sending. So, for example, 3 blasts on the horns means that your vessel is going astern or backwards. And if you hear 5 blasts on the horns, which I have done occasionally, means that your intentions are unclear. So possibly if there's a ship in front of you and you hear 5 blasts on the horns, that means the other ship's going, well, I'm not quite sure what you're doing. You might want to get out of the way.
Roger. 7 VTS.
7 replying.
Roger, 7 VTS traffic update. Call me and away from the ocean dock now.
That's all copy. Thanks very much. Yeah, 7.
Shipmate Rory Humans also talking about Iona and Avia. Both says they both run on LNG and heavy oil. Generally, Europe is set up for LNG, but the Caribbean not so well set up for LNG, so they run heavy oil. There we go. See, now we got the answer. That's basically accessibility to fuel. It sounds very complicated, isn't it? I'd almost say that it's got a bit of a lean on there.
Red Jet 7, Red Falcon, evening.
Red Falcon.
Evening. I'm just going outside the greens now, if that's okay with you. Just overtaking Indian.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Andy. Yeah, we'll see you green screening.
Green screen. Right, thanks a lot.
Shipmates Mark Page is mentioning that Avia, Britannia and Iona are now registered in Hamilton, so that P&O are now able to carry out full weddings and ceremonies at sea, whereas before, when they were UK registered, you could only renew your vows. I knew it was something to do with the port of registry and weddings, but I could never remember which way was what. Apparently, if you're registered, I don't understand why you can't get married at sea if you're registered as a ship in the UK. Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway. So shortly, I did hear on the radio something from. Oh yeah, she's on the move. I was about to say the coral methane. So I did hear something on the radio about coral methane. Oh, I didn't know we got Iona. Okay, that makes sense.
No, BTS.
Afternoon to you. Port side 2, 46 berth, as you can see. We've got a draft of 8.62. We're off to Stavanger, and I've got some numbers for you.
Oh yes, please.
Iona, BTS, good evening. That's all copied, yes, please.
Yeah, Pax 5515 and crew 1668.
Well, they've all been very good.
Yes, understood, thank you. And traffic information, boarding 1915 now, so 1 hour from now will be the Atin Spirit 4 miles south of the nav tower. Over.
Okay, well, what's points for her then? Thank you.
Oh, that's they've been very good with the ship numbers today. We've had them all very promptly. Shipmate Paul, our channel sponsor, says asking if Ventura's got a flat tyre. No, she really is lean, isn't she? There we go. We have numbers for Iona. That's 5,515 passengers, 1,668 crew. She has a maximum double occupancy of 5,200 and an absolute maximum capacity of 6,200. So I would say that Iona is a pretty full ship. Somewhat over double occupancy, but not quite maximum. She's also got a, well, the information I have is 1762 maximum crew, and she's got 1668. So a little light on crew, but bristling with passengers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this camera is fairly level as well, because I'm looking at a car park, and that seems to be relatively level across the screen. But yeah, Ventura really does look leaning, doesn't she? There we go, and that is what looks like a
Ventura, ready, go. Yeah, good evening.
board. Are you happy now if I cut the...
VTS will supply.
Supply VTS.
VTS will supply. Like to follow the coral methane out of the ocean dock with the will carry 250 round for the Empress, please.
Supply VTS received. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, looks like I can see some lines coming in on Iona, or am I just imagining it? No, just imagining it. All straight there. So the bunkering vessel. There we go. Here comes the coral methane, the bunkering vessel for Iona. Sure. Hoy there, Adam said when we were alongside at Mayflower, the pool water was at an angle. Okay, so it's not just our eyes then. She really is leaning a bit. I want to do something about that. Then there's the Y. Was it Y Storm? Our little tug for the day. Yes, Y Storm. There's a whole load of the Y tugs. There's Y Storm, Y Not, Y Force. Oh, I can't remember the rest of them. There's a whole collection of little Ys. And that's Y as in the River Y, not W-H-Y. What did you make? Pack Andrews asking what does starboard side 2 mean, please? Well, starboard side 2 means that the... Sure if you heard starboard side, it would be port side 2 for Iona, because that's her port side 2 means her port side is connected to the dock, connected to the quayside. She's moored up on her port side. Don't normally see tugs on the coral methane. It's normally tugless. Maybe it's just a bit breezy out there.
Solent VTS, Eston.
Eston, VTS evening.
Evening, Jan. Short leaving 77 up for the Margaret Schulte.
VTS all copy, thanks. Traffic information, coral methane, she's backing out the ocean dock. Then she'll be outbound, and the one of the barges being moved also with the will supply out of the ocean dock, outbound.
So copy, thank you very much.
There we go, that's the LNG refueling ship, the coral methane. Their shipmate Alistair says, in bad weather, Ventura lists quite a lot. Oh, shipmate Michael Thomas says, last time I was on Ventura, when I went round Bramble Bank, the water flowed out of the shower tray was when having a shower. Question is, shipmate, what are you doing having a shower when you're going around Bramble Bank? You should be out there out on deck enjoying the wonderful view. Or perhaps be in the bar with a rum-based cocktail, not having a shower. Shipmate Paul, Charles Sponsor from Lockerbie wants to know where the LNG comes from. LNG comes from Rotterdam, I believe. Or somewhere in the Netherlands, anyway. Holland. which is a bit odd because
VTS, White Storm.
White Storm VTS.
VTS, White Storm. Yeah, good evening. We're all finished with the coral methane now. We're back to Mac Wharf.
Hey, thank you. Esther's just lifting off dock heading with about.
Copy.
Yeah, it's a bit odd because I believe we do make LNG in this country, so I'm not quite sure why it comes from Amsterdam. Anyway, it's the whole mystery of the petrochemicals industry. Looking on top of Iona. All the people out in their lounges enjoying the sun. Shipmate Mark Page asks, do they get the LNG from the Netherlands? Yes, as far as I know, it comes from the Netherlands. Although I seem to know someone telling me once somewhere that it comes from Fawley and then goes to the Netherlands and then comes back here again. I think it might get processed in the Netherlands. It leaves here as a part of a bulk and then gets over there. I don't know. The ins and outs of this sort of thing is quite complicated. There you go, giving ourselves a little swing there. Next away is the P&O Iona. She's been delayed. She was due away at 5 o'clock. She's now due to depart at 6:30, and I think that's because
we'll start. We'll supply.
That's because the LNG bunkering vessel here, the coral methane.
You got the Aston coming around dock here. Just heads up.
Has only just finished.
But Eagle hook in, thank you. NACC Indian, Catalan, outbound. Coral methane's nearly completed his swing and then he'll be proceeding outbound the ocean dock. And then the Iona's due away shortly from the ocean dock. Yes, copy, thank you.
I know someone earlier was asking about my cruise transatlantic on Norwegian Aqua from Southampton to Boston. Yeah, it was pretty good. In fact, I made a vlog series of it, so I don't know if you haven't seen that, but I'll put a link in the chat to that vlog series. Still got one more to make, because shipmates keep reminding me, so I should go and finish that up, shouldn't I, really? Need to try and get the old voice to be more reliable. Keeps breaking all the time. Well, the shipmate Kate White. Welcome aboard, shipmate. May thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Craig Gay is currently on top deck with our flag ready. I wonder if that's you. Is that you there, shipmate? I can see somebody just about to let a flag go. And I've noticed also over on Cruise Cam that we've got a shipmate on the hatch there, so I think that's likely that Iona will be definitely away as she's described at 6:30 on the dot. I'm going to use cruise cam's superior image quality and optics to get a better look at this flag that I can't make it out from here. Yes. Anyway, okay, all right. There's a barge there on its way. Let's get cruise cam on the go. Cruise cam is the best camera out of the fleet. Right, let's get you zoomed in on cruise cam. See if we can work out what this is. Unknown at the moment. It appears to be just something. They appear to be working out how to. Well, I don't know. They're trying to unfold it or something. Maybe it's upside down. Maybe they brought the wrong flag with them. I think they're struggling on working out how to fly it. I suspect the wind is causing them issues there. You don't think there's much wind, but as soon as you go and try and fly a flag...
Yes, received, thank you. Traffic information to the east of you, the ulterior wave. She will be taking your anchorage once you are clear. Additionally, outward bound, the Saturn Moon Nabend will proceed through the deep water route. Advice, keep well clear of the Saturn Moon when she disembarks her pilot. Over.
Well, it looks like shipmate Craig D still trying to put his flag out, but I'm struggling to work out what it is. It's just red with some yellow on it, but I can't really make it out. I think it's too big, or we can't really find a way to get it to hang up. It is difficult because the wind blows up the side of the ship, and so every time you put a flag out, it just blows up, blows and flops around.
Southampton VDS, Widstar.
Well, there's shipmate and a Hillboy. Welcome aboard, shipmate.
VTS Widstar, has the Iona started singling up yet, Mum?
Star VTS, no.
Roger that, Mum. I'm all ready to go from the Empress, if that's okay with you. Out to the Western Solent, 5.6 is the draft. PEC 1210, 11 persons.
Yes, that's all received, thank you. Yes, please. Traffic information, the boat flight is coming into the ocean dock. No, it's the Empress dock with a barge. Sorry, can you just repeat your...
No.
Yep, I see the wheel supply coming in, Mum. PEC is 1210, maximum draft 5.6, 11 persons.
Widstar VTS copy.
That's the Widstar. That's another bunkering vessel.
VTS Red Jet 7, shortly away from Town Quay for cows, please.
Oh, I think they're having another go with the flag.
Information, I own your way shortly from the ocean dock. The Widstar is going to leave the Empress shortly outbound. Red Eagle's got blue lights on passing DPJ. And the NACC Indian passing SO outbound to the west Noctilia channel.
Well,
additionally, the core methane dock.
That's all copied, thanks very much. 7 up.
Well, I can see a flag now, but I'm unclear as to what that is.
BTS, the coral methane at the Western Shelf outward bound.
A couple of shipmates think it looks like a football flag. We see it, shipmate, but I don't know what it is, I'm afraid. You have to give me a clue on that one. Oh, shipmate Tizzy C says it's Manchester United flag, maybe. Well, yeah. Don't know. Some very animated people there holding it. They're enjoying it. I think he's realised he's on the screen. I could zoom in a bit more, but I think won't help. That's it. That's maximum zoomage. Oh, look, you're showing on the phone. Look, you're on the screen. Shipmate Robbie G says Man United flag. Shipmate Carl Freeman says Man United flag. Oh, okay. So, there we go. Generally considered to be a Man United flag. Excellent. Well, that's good. Shipmate Chris says Man United. Good, we got it at last. I'm not an expert on when it comes to football-y things. I knew there would be some shipmates in the chat that could identify that. Well done. Thanks for that, shipmate Chris K, for flying your flag. Gonna go and have a look, see how they're getting on with these lines. I think Iona will be on her way shortly. Oh, this camera is giving me the.
MSC Virtuosa meeting.
There we go. There we go. Now we can see the bow of Iona. What particularly noticeable about Iona and Navi against some of the other ships? Oh, and look at that just in the background. That looks like it is. Oh, we can have a look at that.
Athens Spirit, Southampton VTS.
That is the Ventura in the background there.
Athens Spirit, Southampton VTS. Question: are you going port to port with the ulterior ways, even though you're going to 4 miles south of the Nab Tower? Is that correct?
There we go. Just caught her.
Thank you.
Whizzing past cows. That's a pretty good view, isn't it? We can see all the way to cows from here in the port of Southampton. That must almost be able to see cows cam. Yeah. Yes, that's what I was saying. The one thing you really notice with Avia and Iona when they're moored here is they've got so many more decks than the other ships do. The other ships seem to have, 4 or 5 decks. But Iona has 1, 2, 3, a lot more. A lot of decks. A lot of shipmates chiming in that it is the Man United flag. Thanks, shipmates. Oh, I think are the lines coming in now? Oh, no, just imagining it. Nope, I was just imagining it. Shipmate Alistair Adams says, I might fly Scotland's official flag. Oh, I wonder what the official flag of Scotland is. I thought that was the blue and white one. Maybe it's not.
Thanks, no reported traffic.
Ah, there we go. The lines are coming in. Just see them coming in right at the bow there. That's the first 2 lines in. Then I'll let go a few of the others, ready to be singled up. And then once the captain and pilot are happy, they'll slip go the last lines, and then reverse on out. And hopefully we get some honkage. Shipmate Astor Adams says Scotland has 2 flags. You mean the Scottish flag and the Union flag?
That's underway in the Empress.
Star BTS received, thank you. Will Darts just to stock head back to the Empress.
Shipmate David Yates says Ventura not apparently listing now. Maybe it's just going around the corner. You do notice it when the ships go around the corner, the cowshot split. They do actually lean. There's a lot of thrust coming from the engines, and even on a small boat it makes it lean. So I'd imagine on a big boat the same principle applies. Iona's 4 years old now. A couple more lines coming in. Came into port in 2021. I remember that day well. That was probably that was the first really busy day we had on the channel. I can't remember exactly, but I think there was like 5,000 people watching the live stream when Iona came into port. It's fantastic. They had all the cameras going. I think cruise cam had just been set up just before. It was really handy. Built at a cost of approximately $950 million US. Of course, that's just for the shell of the ship. That doesn't include all your fixtures and fittings and your soft, fluffy pillows. I suspect the final cost of the ship was probably near double to that. She's powered by 74 megawatts of propulsion. Almost 100,000 brake horsepower she has, or horsepower I should say. Top speed of 22 knots, or 41 kilometres an hour for all you continental types. 25 miles an hour in the King's units.
Good stuff.
She comes in at 345.
I'll go over to the...
Comes in at 345 metres long, 42 metres wide, and 184,000 gross tonnes. Passenger capacity is anywhere maximum double occupancy of 5,200 to maximum occupancy of 6,200. Currently, I think she was at 5,500, so she's pretty well full. She'll travel with about 1,700 crew. And she has 18 decks on board. I see there's some discussion about decks. According to the official figures, it's 18 decks, but I'm not quite sure when it comes to the very top decks how that works out. And she was last refurbished in 2025. Of course, she has a number of sister ships. The Piano Avia, the Carnival Celebration, the Carnival Jubilee, the Carnival Festival, and the Carnival Tropical. Also the Aida Nova, the Aida Cosma, and the Costa Smeralda, and the Costa Toscana. She's heading off on her typical summer schedule, which is a 7-day trip to the fields, calling in at Stavanger, Olden and Haugesund. Just a few more lines left.
Traffic information, the Whitstar approaching Dockhead, outward bound over.
Aye, aye. Understood, thank you.
Whitstar, VTS.
Whitstar.
Traffic information, Red Eagle, Northwest Netley, inward bound with a blue light on board.
Whitstar, roger. Break, Red Eagle, Whitstar, happy, green to green, sir.
Yes, it's funny to think there's a blue light on one of the ferries. I don't know if it makes the ferry go any faster.
Red Eagle, Whitstar, over. Whitstar, Red Eagle. Red Eagle, Whitstar, seen as you're on the left side, sir, got blue light. Are you happy, green?
Green to green sounds good to me, sir, thank you.
Right.
Funny to hear Red Eagle coming in with a blue light on board. I don't think that'll make the ferry go any faster. Probably someone going to Southampton General. Interesting to hear. Interesting to hear about the conversation people have talked about. I just noticed in the chat that deck 19, about 19 or 18 decks. And someone's pointed out there is no deck 13. So, of course, even though there is a deck 19, there's no deck 13. I'd forgotten that. I was going to check on the last couple of ships I've been on to see if there was a deck 13. But yes, again, there's some of the decks are like right at the very top, and I'm never quite sure if that's a deck or not. Shipmate and channel sponsor Paul from Love Cruise is reminding us that Iona has the equivalent of 941 Ford Escorts.
I've measured 6 BTS, all received, thank you. NACC Indian Hook, outbound main channel to the west. Additionally, the Coral Methane lanes, Lake outward bound, and the Whit Star dockhead outbound to the west. Getting underway shortly from the ocean dock will be the Iona.
Yes, that's right. Well, and the shipmate there saying Iona's first dry dock is in October. That's right. Yes, that's her first refit. I'm sure they'll be updating a few things, replacing some worn-out carpets and so on. Shipmates and channel sponsor Paul from the Crew says Italian ships don't have a deck 17 for the same reason. Wonder what Japanese ships probably wouldn't have a deck 4, because that's unlucky. All seems a bit like nonsense to me. Shipmate Little Lofty says they'll be on Iona in a couple of years' time for the first time. A couple of years, shipmate. That's a long time. Vicky Porter said, I've had a couple of Ford Escorts and loved them. No, I'm not sure how we've gone on to the topic of Ford Escorts. Oh, shipmate Book is now throwing an extra spanner into the works. So when you're counting the decks, are you counting all the decks or just the passenger accessible ones? They count all the decks because typically the lowest deck you can get to is like 4 or 5. And deck 4 or 5. It doesn't include the ones below it, or does include the ones below it, should I say. So, yes, you are counting all the decks. But not necessarily passenger accessible ones. Shipmate Sam Fox says, I'm finally getting married on Iona next year. I initially read that and was, I'm finally getting on Iona next year. How I initially read that. But no, well, congratulations, shipmate. Hope you have a jolly good time. I suppose that's a combination wedding and honeymoon at the same time. Oh, looks like the rest of the lines are coming down now. Yep, all going slack. Better move the other camera across. Got the Red Eagle coming in with the blue light on board. Oh, the shipmate Richard H20. Many thanks for your kind donation there. Your sticker there, shipmate. Many thanks. I think it's a sticker or a super chat. I'm not entirely sure. I never know how these things work. As you see, the final lines are coming up now.
Hey, thanks, Jeff.
For the shipmate 406 Estate.
Apex VTS received, thank you.
Clearly a Peugeot lover. And yes, I would say that looks like Red Eagle is coming in at some speed, which is unusual. There we go, final lines coming in. There you go. There is Red Eagle with the blue light on board. Most likely an ambulance for Southampton General.
Moon, VTS received, thank you. Break, Athens, Spirit, Southampton.
And Iona is on the move. I wonder if we'll get some honks. She's just pulling away from the dock side at the moment. And then she'll reverse out to the middle swing ground and then head on down Southampton Water. Luckily, the red funnel with the blue light on board has just managed to sneak past. There she is. Can't see the ambulance. They normally try and park the ambulances right at the very front. With the shipmates, Tornado Tony Elliot says, my wife and I will be going on Iona this week next year. You're certainly booked up in advance, shipmate. Well, the shipmate Fizz says, hope we'll be able to see your flag next Saturday. So do I. Looking forward to that. Another flag. Shipmate Andy Hill says, not on a ship until next year. Oh no. Shipmate Paul from Love Cruise is making my thoughts of travelling on the red funnel uncomfortable by suggesting that when it has a blue light on board, they leave the siren going. I'm pretty sure they turn it off. It would be rather unpleasantly loud. A few shipmates up on the deck there. So the last of the sun. Shipmate Andy Hill has been complaining about cruising only got off RV 3 weeks ago. That's greedy, shipmate. Wait your turn. Shipmate Terry says that Eagle's coming in 2 knots faster than usual. Yes, I did notice. There's a bit more of a bow wave than we normally get. Like I say, with the blue light on board, she'll be making haste. Shipmate Lordship says one of the super chaps I keep mentioning. Oh, in the bottom of the screen somewhere, you can hit the dollar symbol and you can put a super chat on the screen, and that puts up a little message to me, and a big logo and things like that. That's the best way I could describe it. And you can do super chats and super stickers. Well, I'm not sure I fully understand it. I'm hoping we'll get some honking from Iona. Well, the shipmate Mike Faulknell says we'll give you away from the stern next Saturday. Excellent, shipmate. Give me a little clue where you are on the stern, but it's a good location. That I should be able to catch you there. We would have a better view of the stern of Iona if it wasn't for the broken down Red Funnel ferry. She's going backwards, and I've not heard any honking yet. It's definitely going backwards now. That is disappointing, isn't it? Yep, we did get some honking. She did remember in the end. Well, the shipmate Mark Robinson says, first time watching this. It's fantastic. So jealous of everyone on board. Hope you all have a fantastic time. Indeed, shipmate, indeed. All get very jealous of the people disappearing off, especially it's such a lovely day as this as well. Admittedly, the wind is a bit chippy, but generally it's a lovely sunny day. And she's pulling out from the ocean terminal here. Car park's looking very empty. I wonder if there's anyone arriving. I'm thinking, I've missed the ship. That would be gutting, wouldn't it? As you see, I think everyone on board looks like they're having a jolly good time already. Oh. Iona's departing on her usual 7-day round trip to the fields. She's calling in at Stavanger, Olsen, Alden and Haugesund. Also departing very full. I think there was 5,500 odd passengers on board. Don't know that we've got any flags on balconies. One of the shipmates said they were on the other side of the ship. They're on the starboard side, so that's no good. Just like it was when I left an Iona. I was on the starboard side. Someone looks like someone's already doing some washing already. Hanging up their washing. That's very early. I've only been on board a couple of hours. Surely too early to do the washing. Brightly coloured t-shirts I can see. I think I can see some people waving. They're probably waving down to friends and family down in Town Quay here. It's very good, very close. Oh, hello, I see a flag. Oh, okay. Right. You carry on. You go, I'll tell you what, you watch that one and I'll see if I can find this flag. Where was it? No, it's definitely spotted a flag somewhere. Oh, yeah. It's not so easy to spot when they're behind the glass on the balconies. Oh, I think it's not quite visible yet. It's on the sort of belly of the ship in the middle. The bit that's probably more or less in the middle of our screens now, that's where the flag's flying from. Well, the shipmate Emma Robinson says that Alden is an amazing sail away. There we go. Oh, no, that one. There we go. That looks to me very much like the Scottish flag, I'm imagining. I'm imagining it's a Scottish flag and not something else. Oh, there, shipmate, my cruise blog. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Thanks for subscribing. I'm assuming it's not a black and white flag, which would be... Would that be the Cornish flag? No, I'm assuming it's the Scottish flag. And let me know otherwise if it's not. Oh, it's giving us a wave as well. Excellent, shipmate. We see you there, shipmate. We appreciate your high visibility. I'm assuming Scottish flag. And I'm sure they're enjoying this absolutely beautiful evening. Sailing away here in the port of Southampton, off to the fields. Wonder what the weather's like in Oldham. It looks reasonable, sunny, round the high teens. So not so bad. Yeah, should be a good cruise. I have very busy ship, so I hope it all works out well for you. Now, have we got a Scottish flag or a Cornish flag? Yeah, but the question is, what is it? Is it blue or black? Don't forget the windows are adding some element of reflection and they're sort of greeny tinted. So, yeah, difficult to tell. Denmark, says Christopher Inshaw. Look at that fair number of shipmates out on the balcony. Good to see. It's good to see shipmates out there enjoying their wonderful departure from the port of Southampton.
Jet 6, VTS changed headsets. How's your meter? Jet 6, VTS. VTS. NACC Indian VTS. NACC Indian Southampton VTS. No, sir, nothing in reported from the west. Over. VTS, Margaret Schultz. Margaret Schultz, Southampton VTS, good evening. Evening, shortly away from STT1, draft 9.6, ships off to Antwerp with 24 persons on board. Margaret Schultz, VTS, that's all received, sir, many thanks. Just ferry traffic.
The Iona backing out of 46 berth, swing, then shortly outbound, over.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Red Jet 6.
Jet 6, VT.
BTS Red Jet 6, just to inform you, sir, once alongside we are shouting.
Jet 6, VTS, that's all received. Have a lovely weekend.
BTS Red Jet 6, all received, sir, thank you.
Yep, there we go. Iona's finished her swing. She's now heading off to the fjords. Notice here that shipmate Andy Hill says that he thinks the hull painting might be an ongoing, constant operation. He noted some rusty marks getting off Ventura for an excursion last year in Amsterdam. By the time he returned, someone had cleaned it, painted it. Yes, I agree. I remember talking to some shipmates here in port who worked for one of the cruise companies, and they said that during lockdown, they only bothered painting the side of the ship that was visible to the dock. So, for instance, if it was port side 2, they only painted the port side of the ship. As there was no passengers getting on, and it wasn't getting off anywhere else, they just kept one side clean, which I thought was quite clever. Just looking at the stern, up at the sky bar, it looks quite busy. People in the hot tubs there. People at the bar enjoying the lovely setting sun over the container terminal at the port of Southampton here.
Jet 7 BTS all received. Do you have the coral methane approaching Bourne Gap out to the west? Over. Seven BTS, additional traffic in Whitstar passing SO, the next large movement out from Southampton, the Iona. Swing complete, now outbound past the 4041 berth.
There we go. I don't need to tell you what's going on. VTS does it for me. Getting sometimes we get some great reflections off the side of the ships, all these glass balconies here, especially in the mornings when they come into dock. You can actually have the sun, the rising sun reflecting off the side of the ship, and as it turns to the right angle, it reflects into the camera. It's absolutely brilliant. Not often we see that, but it does happen. As you can see, there are a lot of cabins on board Iona. It's picking up speed now, heading for the dockhead. You can see the wing bridge there at the top of the screen, where the officers will be and the pilots will be controlling the ship from. I have a lovely view from there. Just about to pass the dockhead now. If she's not itching. Oh no, itching camera's not working, is it? Oh, there was a camera that's not working.
Coral methane, Southampton VTS. Good evening, sir.
There we go. So that's Iona heading off to the fjords.
Coral methane, BTS. No, sir. No reported traffic in or out from the west. Over.
Heading off. Iona's heading off to the fjords, calling in at Stavanger, Olden, Olsund and Hogsund. Lots of sounds. I did remember where that came from. Someone did tell me once. It was some time ago, though. Right, the shipmates, we'll be drawing this broadcast to a conclusion shortly. And do make sure you are subscribed, because we will have some more broadcasts coming this weekend. It's pretty busy this weekend. We've got 3 ships departing tomorrow. Pretty good times currently. So that's the Norwegian Prima at 5, the Arvia at 5:30, and the Queen Anne at 5:30. Then Monday, it's going to be a great day Monday, as a 5-ship Monday, which is unusual. Don't normally get 5 ships on a Monday. It's a 5-ship Monday with the Costa Diadema, which I think is new to port. I don't think I've seen her before. Independence of the Seas, we haven't seen her for a while. Queen Mary 2, Arcadia, and Mindshield 3. Just like to take this opportunity to thank all my PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channels, and of course the Blue Spanner crew for looking after the chat so well in this live stream and all the others. And with that, I shall continue following Netlycam on Netlycam, but I shall see you all tomorrow. Till next time, shipmates.
Widstar, Southampton VTS. Good evening, sir. Widstar VTS, that's all received. Bridge at 7, approaching Calshot Light, float in. And question, what is your onward destination? Plymouth, that's all received, sir. Many thanks.
VTS Iona, the Western Southampton.
Iona, Southampton VTS, that's all received, sir. Just the Red Jet 7, Calshot Light float in for you, over.
Thank you.